then it's scary. We're launching this thing called the love button. Don't get too excited.
Oh, I was going to say, elaborate.
But basically, on the love button, what we realised is that...
What's going through Rio's head?
What we realised is on all the other platforms... In fact, you gave me this idea because we were talking to our kids and we realised our kids post or don't post very often, and the odd time that they do post, they're really stressed because they're waiting to see how many likes they get.
Oh, it's
and be
horrendous.
Yeah. So nothing is in your control. You're putting yourself out there. You don't even know who's going to see your post, and you're waiting for the likes and comments. So we thought, fuck that. That is just completely shit. How do we take the world back into our control as individuals? Because at the moment, the world is judging us and waiting for love to be received. Well, guess what? The world changes and is more joyous when you give love.
Yeah.
So our love counter, when you're loving other people's content, loving the creator's content, giving the love, your love counter goes up. And you're going to see a little summary compilation video every week of your amazing profile, the love you give, the impact that you're making, the change you're making, then zooming in and reconnecting with the world. Because we're not celebrated as human beings for the love we give.
Yeah.
And that's where it all starts and ends.
Who's the biggest lover on WEARE8?
Who's got the biggest love button? I'd like to know. This is going sideways by Wednesday. Clearly, I'm really overtired.
But it's making us smile and we're in conversation.
Love button. Everyone, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Hit Sue's love button, everyone,
Sorry,
please.
no.
You've heard it here.
Sorry. Can this not come back and haunt me?
Quick, we'll change. Okay, we'll change focus a little bit. Zero tolerance, because this is one thing that WEARE8 is so good with.
That's what I love about the app. I love this about it. Yeah.
And the kind of the AI software that when you're doing the comments, when you're doing that, it allows you to talk and give love, but you wouldn't even consider, because the people on there are so good in the first place. But the zero tolerance factor is so good.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest drivers for me as well. Obviously, we've both got kids, impressionable ages ranging minor from 16 down to 0. On Monday, yeah. But
congratulations for that, Rio.
Thank you very much. I just stuck it in there. But round our breakfast table, dinner table, whatever, when we're either on the sofa watching TV, one of the biggest conversations is around social media, and it's normally one of them has messed up. So
how do you actually... I don't have kids and I'm not in that situation, and I've got strong skin and I've got my support network, which is my family and my best friends. So if there is any hate or anything...
Brother.
Yeah, and AJ sometimes.
Yeah.
No, and AJ.
I'm just a diary. I'm just the business person in diary, I feel like.
I try not to read comments or negative things, but as a young kid, you are so impressionable. Like you said, how do you actually teach your kids to deal with this, and if they are getting any negativity or anything through social media?
I wouldn't want to be at school now.
Yeah. I've always said to them, like, there's going to be negativity, but it's about where are you looking to go in life? What are you looking to achieve? And that's got to be your main focus. It's like being at school, but just it's a bigger scale of people that maybe have the ability to penetrate you. But at school, do you let anyone derail you? Hopefully not. It's going to be the same on social media. But I mean, I look at it from a perspective of, if those 3 black boys who missed penalties for England in the Euros were so brutally obliterated on social media without any protection, felt naked, felt on their own, felt anxiety coming through, etc. They have all the big resources, all the football clubs, national team all around them, all support of the nation, of most of the nation behind them, and they were still feeling all them things, feeling all them emotions. Imagine a young kid at school with no network of friends and family, with no real good friend groups, with no teacher maybe that's aware of what's going on, no confidence.
And
how
being
must
fed.
How must they feel in those situations? And we're relying on a social media platform to help protect people like that. Do you know what I mean? People in our positions, we don't really... Yes, we need to be protected, but really only should be on the big platforms to support those young people that don't have what we might have at our fingertips.
Well,
And they're being fed, harmful content on top of that. So they're having to combat the hate, and the algorithms are fueling and feeding self-harm, damage, suicidal stuff.
Some of the stuff you see on your kid's phone, you sit there as a parent going, how has that got on my kid's phone?
Yeah.
Because I know she hasn't willingly, or he hasn't willingly gone out and gone, I want that type of content. Feed me that.
TikTok is one of the ones for
Yeah,
that.
it's a joke,
Definitely,
yeah. It's unreal.
If it hears you say something correct.
But it's sad that in our brain, like I don't read comments, never do, never have done, never really will, because I don't want to open the door for that side, and it's sad that you have to process that. Whereas on WEARE8, the first thing, like if we've done like a nice little dance video or something, I'll be like, okay, I will actually look at who's seen it and who's like in a positive way, not in a negative way, because you know that it's gonna be like, oh, that's nice, that person's seen it, or this, that, or the other.
That is one of the reasons that got me onto WEARE8 actually as well, was the fact that it was completely hate-free, and I didn't have to worry about what I was posting, didn't have to think, is this good enough? Are people going to like this? I don't have to worry about that.
Don't question it, you just
and
do
the
it.
interesting thing, I mean, look, we've got tech integrated inside it, so it monitors videos, images, comments, everything else. But we still want the robust conversation, because when you're living in a home where you're a social home, where you're respected, there's trust there, there's safety, then you can have the real conversations.
Yeah.
And if we've really got any hope at coming together as people, then we need to listen to each other and hopefully meet somewhere in the middle. You know, because we'll have different opinions on things and we'll disagree. And I don't know about you, but my family table, it's pretty
Conversational,
robust,
yeah.
right?
Shit happens.
Shit happens, and we talk about the hard stuff. And
Yeah.
I can ask you the hard stuff, Rio, and you, AJ and Curtis, you too, the hard stuff. And I feel safe enough to do that. And we need to get to a point where the conversation is actually more real, more robust. It doesn't...
But respectful.
But respectful. Don't be a dickhead, basically. Don't be that person here. And
Let's talk about situations, but understand people's situations as well, I think.
Well, respecting people's beliefs, but like, it's good to have an opinion, as long as like that's my opinion, but you're still going to respect their opinion.
yeah, and getting rid of you can't be anonymous on it. So there's a little bit, you'll see when all of your viewers download the app, you have to say who you are. So you can't be anonymous. And that gets rid of about 95% of it.
Yeah.
Because people, it's not like I'd walk into Rio's home and say, you know, something really rude. You'd say, get out of my house. And that's
Gone.
really what, gone. And so you should, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But Rio, I'd really love to have a conversation with you about X. That could be really confronting, and I know you, and you'd say, okay, bring it on, let's talk about it. And that's the difference.
Yeah, we don't all have to agree. I think just it's normal in life that we're all going to disagree on things. We can be friends, we can be acquaintances, we can be strangers to each other. But if there's a topic or whatever and we don't agree, it's being respectful that you don't, in the way that you don't agree, and just putting your case forward is fine. That's wanted on the platform. But it's the toxic behaviours and the hatred that goes on that turns it.
Just before you go anywhere, we just want to say thank you very much to listening to Freedom Impact Trust. We love your reviews, so please do leave them, because it helps other people find us, doesn't it, Curtis?
Yes, it does. As AJ said, comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend, share it with the entire world. Let everybody know that this is the podcast that you guys are listening to, and jot down some comments of any financial advice that you want or any questions. We'll be happy to answer all of them at the best of our knowledge. Thanks again for listening, guys. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we love you all.
Yeah, we just want to thank our sponsors, Fint, the financial investment app, where you can invest from as little as £50 a month. Yes, Curtis, £50 a month. So easy.
I like it. And don't forget that it's all within 3 portfolios. Simplicity. It's easy. Get investing, guys.
Have a great day.
See you later.